How many squares are there for every 3 stars? Oh, for every 3 stars. So you have 3 stars, 4 squares. 3 stars, 4 squares. 3 stars, 4 squares. So it's an answer of how well you could just quickly visualize ratio, proportion. So the answer is indeed C. There's
So
4 squares
that's
for
the
every
answer.
star. Which number is the largest here? So this is a look at LCM. You see, it's good practice. Even if you're in NGSE, if you're in SCH and CPTE, a lot of the exams overlap with each other, right? Especially these multiple choice questions. So teachers, especially teachers of standard 4, if you're looking for some quick multiple choice to just helps, multiple choice is very good to get a wide range of information across fast in the students' minds. Very good for revision, even though they are not tested in multiple choice. But you don't want to do too much in the exam. You don't want to mess up what they are accustomed to see for the exam, but still, it's very useful. I recommend. Now we check what, well, which number is the largest? This one is actually pretty tough. You can do some estimates in this. So what you all thinking? C is the answer, 33 out of 44. This is the same as 3 out of 4. This is the same as 7 out of 10. What is 12 out of 45? This is small. We just know that that is really small. I want the largest. This is less than half. It's less than half. So we just ignore this. This is also less than half. So we can ignore this, right? It's less than half of 60. So it's obviously one out of these two. Now 7 out of 10, 3/4 is 7.5 out of 10. How many of you all know that? That's so this is less. This is less. 3/4. I'm trying to get my eraser, pressing everything other than eraser. Is less than 7. Whoa, is less than 7.5 out of 10. What am I saying? I'm saying that 3/4 represents 7.5 out of 10. And if this is 7 out of 10, it means C is definitely, you guys win. You win with C. Let's keep going. So how much people? Will we get 400 people on this TV live? Can we reach the big 400? I'm seeing 400 here, but that's a combination of my Cool Springer channel and the Student Hub channel, right? How many do you see? Examine the big goods do. What percentage of the total number of goods is outside the square? Oh, I guess this is a gingerbread house. I wanted to know what is that. I was trying to figure out what is this. This is a gingerbread house. What percentage of the number of goods is outside here? So we just need to see outside. How many do we have outside? And can you verify that we have 10 outside? And how many do we have inside? 4, right?
Oh.
Inside we have 20, right? So is this half? Is it a half? What do you all think? It's not a half. It's not a half. And you'll see why just now. But it's not a half, right? Because B is a possible answer, isn't it? Right? 10 outside, 20 inside. 10 out of 20 is what percentage of the total number of goods? So we have to do out of the total.
Yes, I knew that.
To straight off the paper. So the total is actually the inside plus the outside is 10 plus 20. Yes. The total is 30. So what percentage?
Let's go.
Outside of the total number of goods, you'll have to put 10 out of 30, like 100 over 1. Now this is 1/3 and 1/3 family. You know that from a mile away, that's going to be 33 and 1/3%. We are cooking number 5.
Cooking, yeah, cooking, you're cooking.
In this paper. Each spider, press like. You will be like button it. Each spider has 8 legs and 2 eyes. If there are 40 legs and 12 eyes, how many spiders are there? Let's just go 8 into 40, it is 6. 2 into 12 is also 6. I am thinking that we have 6 spiders. 6 spiders. Now, I'm not too sure about those eyes. I know spiders have compound eyes. What does a spider eye look like? Nothing like doing a paper and getting distracted and going and looking at a spider's eye. The spider seems to have more than 2 eyes. Double check this. Everybody, look at that spider eye.
What the hell is that?
Hey, so let's keep going. Number 6.
Alright.
The bar. Are you afraid of spiders? Anybody here afraid of spiders? Which animal are you the most afraid of? If I know which animal gets your blood crawling, the test contains digestive system and photosynthesis. Oh, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. I am thinking that maybe they gave us 10 questions. Maybe not, maybe it could have been a multiple of them. And there were 4 digestive questions and 6 photosynthesis questions. So they correct the ratio of digestive to digestive systems to the number of questions on the exam is 4 to 10. Which statement is true about the ratio of the number of photosynthesis questions to the number of digestive? Photosynthesis to digestive. Photosynthesis was 6 out of 10, and digestive was 4 out of 10. So if I want to go photosynthesis to digestive, I'll be like 6 to 4. 6 to 4. 6 to 4. Oh, Nathan, come back. Nathan, you're a changed man right now. Guys, I went to school and there was somebody in the school that I banned and that person stayed home. So I had to write him a letter. Uncle Kerwin, love from Guyana. We love Guyana every time. If you're from Guyana, say yay, yay. I see you, I see you. I forgot to check if anybody was from Jamaica. Anybody from Jamaica, throw some Jamaica flags. Because we're doing PEP right now. This is indeed a PEP exam. PEP practice exam. A bicycle is sold at 25% discount. The sale is $180. What was the original price before the discount? Ooh.
Yeah.
This is the naughty question. Everybody see if you can get the answer for this. This is the tricky question. I was doing this with my NGSA class this week. I was doing this with my SA class a couple of weeks ago. This is the scary question. Oh boy. So this question has to be done this way. I need everybody to lock in, type lock in the chat. The problem with this question is discount percentages. Any type of percentages cannot attack final values like that. So you have to do an indirect method to get the answer. This is the selling price, and they want the original price. So yep, you gotta add up the 100 and the 25. Now there's a even faster way to do it. A faster way to see it. 25% represents a quarter.
Yeah.
So this is a quarter plus the original price. So what we're trying to say is 100% plus the 25% represents that 180. So 125% represents that 180. There's a faster way to visualize this if you use the fraction. Because remember 25% is a quarter. So this is 5 over 4. Everybody understand that? 5 over 4 represents 180. 5 quarters is what that 180 represents. So therefore, the whole of the selling, the cost price or the original value, whole, anything you want to call it, but the original is going to be, remember we do this in multiply by the reciprocal, the inversion of this. That's the way how you do this question. If you try to do the other way, where you find 25% of 180, you're going to get it very wrong. Very wrong.
You see, so Nathan, you have to
5 to 5, 1, 5 into 83, mean that's 3. 5 into 36, so that's 36 times 4. 36 times 4 is how much? Well, it looks like they actually did wrong and don't have a correct answer in the question.
12. Wow. 40. That's my final answer.
Oh, it's a discount, my bad. Back. It's a discount, not an additional. So it's 100 minus 25.
Right.
This is 25% less. It's a discount. It's a discount. My bad. 100 minus 25. So this is 75% of the original value. 75% represents 180. Right, that was a little scary there. So 3/4 represents 180. So we're back on the right path. So once you have the 3/4 represents 180, the whole is going to be 180 multiplied by the reciprocal. 4 by 3. So 3 into 180, 6 times, you get the 240 now. Cooking. Now this made me remember I was doing some discounting this week. I hope I subtracted. I hope I did the right thing and I didn't add. I hope so. Alright, so we saw if it's a discount, this means that this is actually less. Usually when this question comes, it's like a 25% add-on or tax or some other thing or profit. Usually this question comes with profit, so you add it on. So you do 100 plus 25. But this was a discount. Discount means less than the original value. Yikes! Let them cook. It is now 18:45 or 1:99. We just got to add this number. Let's just go ahead and add this now. Since this is going to go into, there's two things you can write, a minus 12 to start with one time, or I can just wait till I add it on and just minus 24. So I feel like minus 24 is better. So let's go 9:50, because it's only 24 o'clock, right? I'm getting 15 here, and then 1 hour comes across. So this is like 75, and if I minus 60, that's 1 hour, and I get 15, right? And then the 1 hour transfers here. So this is just basically 19 plus 9, which is 28, 15. And if it's 28, 15, and 24 o'clock, that means it crossed the 24 mark. So I just minus 24 off of that, like this. Yum. Give me that 24 and I get 415.
Yes, I knew that.
Okay, you're back at it again. For those who just touched on, I'm not in my usual location today, because I'm not home. But the maths will still be maths. And we'll be back at it again 3 o'clock. We have a double session today. Somebody say double session. Which ratio is equivalent to the ratio 5:6? You. I don't need to go far to get the answer for this. Hold on. Did I share the link in my class groups? Yikes. Can you do the next question once I just make sure I share the link in my class groups? I mean, it's the same place all the time. But yeah, now, boy. Let's make it sure. Lock in. Alright, so we're back at ASMR keyboard typing. Oh, you always hear me typing? I was typing to my class groups. Which fraction represents this? Ooh, easy. Don't you just love to multiply fractions? 3/4 multiplied by 2/5. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 4, 2, 3 over 10. And then who looks like 3 over 10? You look like 3 over 10. I see you. But if I say 2 into this, I get 3, and 2 into this, I get 10. What you are hiding? Nice. She right there. So D is the answer. Which of the following represents an exponential form of the expression in the box? Now, this type of exponents doesn't show up in SE. The idea carries across slightly to NGSE. Slightly. But this type of exponent stuff is strictly PEP, but it's very easy. Repeated multiplication means exponent. So just like if I say 4 squared means 4 times 4, guess what? 4 to the power of 3 means 4 times 4 times 4. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 4 to the power of 6.
Yes, I knew that.
Not bad at all, right? Not bad at all.
I knew that.
We should throw this in SE too. SE is a monster by itself. It doesn't need any help. From the third to each number in the pattern is formed by adding 2 previous things here, which pattern will follow this rule. So this is based off of what we call the Fibonacci sequence, right? Something like that. So 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 10. Ooh, you're working. From the third to one, which number in here? 5 plus 5, 10. 5 and 10. No, you didn't work. 1 and 2 is, no, you didn't work from the goal. 3 and 6 is 9. 6 and 9 is 15. 9 and 15 is 24. 15 and 24. You was going so good until this point. So the only answer here is B. Am I live on TikTok right now? No, I'm not. It's tough for me to run. I have a really powerful computer home, so I can run 2 lives at the same time. I don't want my laptop to explode here in Orlando. Trying to run 2 lives at the same time. And I'll try to it. And see what happens. Which of the following represents 5,810?
Right.
10. 5,810. Alright. 5,810. C. Oh yes, this exam is Kik and IHQ. Which of the following? Kik and IHQ so far it like a 2 troublesome questions scheme. Which of the following is a finite set? Set of whole numbers. A set of stars in the sky. Finite means it ends. So the set of whole numbers go on and on forever. The stars in the sky is technically finite, but they usually use this to represent infinite. Like, because we could never count out all these stars in the sky. We don't know. But it's always a bad example for someone to use this because this is more like unknown. Right? So the set of months in the year, oh, that's finite. The set of even numbers just goes on and on forever. Forever. So the best answer here is C. Now, B is a little sus, but C is way better of an answer, right? So the best answer is C. Because finite means you can count it. You can get the final number. It finishes. And what's the opposite of finite, class? It has a symbol that looks like this. It's a number that fascinates people your age. Which of the following is a common prime factor of both 45 and 60? 15. 15 can go into both of them. I don't see it here. Both E and C? Yes. 3 can go into both of them. 5 can go into... This is the best answer. So we see that in PEP, infinite is the opposite. Very good. We see that in PEP, there is a convention where you must always pick the best answer. Somebody say best answer. Because this is correct, but this is more correct. Does that make sense? Well, according to PEP, it does. So, you want the best answer. So, yes, 3 is a... Hold on, let me make sure. So, you follow, is a common prime factor of both 40. Yes, this is prime, and it is a factor. I know see the word prime there, but this is prime. Therefore, I can say 15, not prime, handle me by 50. But the best answer here is both B and C. 2 can go into 45, so 2 are the machine rates. What percentage of 80 is 64? So I can put 64 over 80 and figure out what that is. And I can do that. I think I can do that. Maybe get it down to 10. Like 8 into this is 10. 8 into this is 8. So I'm getting 8 out of 10. And then multiply that back up to 100. And I will see that this is the same as 80 over 100. Which is 80%.
I knew that. I'd say 80.
There you go. Your whole self. You got your street and your community one time if you are able to do that nicely. 80% of a number is 200. What is the number? So 80% looks like 8 over 10 or 4 over 5. Who know that? Who know that 80% is 4/5 in the fifth family? So it's better to write it like this. 4/5 represent 200 and then write a whole represents or is equal to now 200 multiplied by the reciprocal. So can you see that in every single island in the Caribbean, a student is going to have a fraction represent quantity, find the whole by multiplying by the quantity by the reciprocal. Can you see? And 4 into 4, 1, 4 into 250, 50 times 5, 250. The answer is totally B.
I knew that.
Totally B. Totally B. Number 18 that we nearly finished. We're not nearly finished, we nearly have to. Which of the following fractions is
1/4?
Where's a quarter? Come to me. And
I knew that.
Dignify this question,
Quarter.
watching it a second time. If the product of a number and its reciprocal is 1, which of the following can be the numbers? The product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. That's actually the answer for every number except 0. Every number looks like that except 0. And that's this thing here, this number here is given a special name because of that. When you multiply a number by its multiplicative inverse, which is called a reciprocal, you get the multiplicative, the word here, when I learned this in secondary school, identity, which is aka 1. Every number in the world looks like that except 0. So A and C is the answer. B, somebody say that's answer. Somebody say that. I don't like these types of questions where this is correct, that is correct, and this is more correct. I hate these questions. That's bad question formation, but I might as well learn it if it pops in the exam, right? So if you multiply 2 by its reciprocal, guess what? You still get 1. If I multiply any number, how old are you? How old are you? 11. 11 multiplied by its reciprocal. Guess who pops up there? 1. Multiply any number by its reciprocal and you're going to get 1. That's why it's called multiplicative identity. The Venn diagram below shows 2 sets, X and set Y. X and Y should have gone here. X is the factors of 8, Y is the factors of 12. Sounds good to me? Which number represents the ACF of 8 and 4? Let's go find that in the answers. Let's go find that in the answers. Some of you are 12 years old. Some of you are 8 years old. You're 8 years old and you're watching this. Well, big up you. We also have somebody who thinks they're a dinosaur. Study the pattern below. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. Oh my gosh, how many times have I seen this pattern in CXE and NGSE? In every exam, they love this.
Okay, I'll say 18.
Give me a chance. How many sticks would be in figure 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What to do? Just now.
Feel is 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
6.
50.
1, 2, 3,
Wait, I'm to
4,
count.
5, 6,
6,
7,
12,
8, 9, 10. They add 4.
12,
See that?
18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Actually
9, 10.
18. Feel is 18. Oh, me, you know.
14. They add in 4. So guess who's going to be?
So 18.
Guess what's going to happen for figure 4?
18.
You just add 4 more. 4 plus 14 is 12. Okay, 4 plus 14 is 18. So the answer is part B. So they brought it again. They protested. No more.
I knew that.
Bring more. Actually, since we know this question so good, you're fine. If you want to bring it, bring more of this. Bring more. Bring more. Calculate the perimeter of the compound shape below. Let's see. Perimeter. What are the 2 words that stand for perimeter? Hey, I'm seeing a total of 500 people in the live. That's pretty good for a PE session. That's pretty good for a PE session. So all the PEers, big up yourself. And if you're from SE or NGSE or CPE here and here for the revision, also big up yourself. Calculate the perimeter of the compound shape below. We have 14. We have 14 here. Distance around. Distance around. We have another 14 over here. Let's answer. Let's answer. What are we going to have? Well, this could be just 18. This whole side is just 18. But if you want to separate it, we'll say 18 minus 13. This is a really good revision. I'm loving this. Anybody feel it? Well, let's feel like a nice casual Sunday afternoon. So put your foot up.
Don't mind me, that's my hand on the.
Cooling Springer on YouTube. You're doing this. Nice. You're sipping on your nut coffee. 18 minus 13 is, whoa, that is not going to stay. Who decided to make this 18 and this 13? Because that means that this is 5. But how if this could be 5 and this is 13? And why is this dimension off of that? We're not here to ask these, we're not, wait, did I make a mistake? 14, 14. Where I got this 14 from? Yes, I'm going to, this 5 is correct. This 5 is correct. But I think I see what you all are quarreling about. I just threw down 14 here immediately. I was like this in the middle. But then you all are correct. This figure has no kind of behavior about it.
Okay.
This figure is very well misbehaving. This figure, Nathan, you draw this on Nathan. So you guys are so right. This has to be 13. This is a square here. This is even you know. So this is 13. And this is 13. How are we looking now? What do y'all think?
14.
What y'all think?
14. 15. 15 and 15 is 26.
Sahara, that's box. These are the fever, yes. It's good. I'm getting the pass. I'm not going to include this because this isn't any distance from, so I just need to add up everything now. 18, 14, and strangely enough, that is 5, 13, 13, 13. I'm going to talk to whoever draw this figure, please, and tell them to try and organize themselves. I mean, not draw the scale is okay, but how much not draw the scale, they cannot draw this to scale. So 4 and 6 is 10, and 8 is 18, and 8 is 26, 30. Anybody get 30? Put the 3 across there, and see if anybody ends in 0 here. Looking at you,
Right, it's-
sensing you.
I knew that.
Let's see if I sense it right.
Yeah,
3 and 3 and 3, yes, 90. We cooking. Number 20.
Yeah, you're cooking.
I'm very disappointed in number 22 in trying to convince us and gaslight us that this is 5 and this is 13. We will have to make a complaint. Where's Protestant man? Protestant man.
Attend.
Come down. Draw diagram better. Draw diagram better, right? So we protested about that. Cool. Okay, number 23. Study the relationship between the rule 1